In this video, I want to show you how can you automate tasks in Excel, particularly formulas, by using AI. We know recently it's like everybody's saying that we humans are going to be replaced by AI. I don't think necessarily it's going to happen right now, maybe in the future, who knows. But the thing is, I think it's important to learn how to use those tools. Here I'm with ChatGPT. I'm gonna use the ChatGPT to help me in this video, but if you want to use Gemini or any other AI tool, it's okay, it's fine. You can choose the one that works the best for you, your preference, right? What I have here in Excel is I have a data set with lots of rows and several different columns. Basically, I have, this is a sales report actually. And in the first table, in the first tab, I have the sales report. And in the second one, I have something else that is the products and categories. As you guys can see, I have the name of the product, the category, the unit price, and also the unit cost. Basically, what I need to do here is, in the other tab, I have all the products, right? I want to have both the unit price and also the unit cost, so I can calculate the gross margin, for example, or the gross profit. If we take again a look on the sales report, I have here the unit price, but I don't have the unit cost. How can I connect those two tabs? How can I pull data from a different tab into this tab right here that I'm currently looking at? Of course, I know how to do that. I can use XLOOKUP, index match, VLOOKUP, and etc. But let's pretend that I don't know how to use Excel. So this is the idea, right? To learn how to solve problems that you don't know how to solve yourself by the help of AI. My tip here is we can take a screenshot from this screen, but you don't need to take a full screenshot of the whole area. The important thing is you need to show the columns, the first one until the last one, and maybe a couple of rows, maybe the first, the second, until the fifth row. You don't need to, it's not necessary to take all the rows, because think with me. Today, let's say I have 1,000 rows and the same amount of columns. Maybe tomorrow, next week, next day, I'm going to have the same amount of columns. The columns are not going to change, but the rows increase it quite a bit. Now I have 2,000 rows, 10,000 rows, 1 million rows. It doesn't matter, right? Because the rows can change. The rows can vary, but the columns cannot. So this is why we need to show ChatGPT all the columns and not all the rows. It's not necessary. I'm gonna use here the keyboard, the shortcut key, Windows Shift S, because I'm using using Windows, right? So I can click, hold, and drag this whole area right here. Not that much of rows, maybe until row number 6. Okay. With this print screen that I take here, I can go to ChatGPT in the formula bar or in the prompt bar, right? I can click on it, press Ctrl V to paste this screenshot. And what I can do right now is to write the prompt. And maybe this is the most difficult thing. And another thing that is very important here, guys, I need to take information from one tab to another one. Pull information from the second tab to the first one, right? So it's also necessary to take a photo of the second tab. So what I'm gonna do here is, again, the same logic, all the columns, but it's not necessary to show all the rows because the rows can change. And as I have here on those last rows, I have a blank space because it can be useful for next products in the future, right? So again, Windows Shift S, click, hold, and drag to take a screenshot, maybe like this. Okay, it's enough. Now I can go back to ChatGPT, click on the formula bar, on the prompt bar, Ctrl V to paste. And it's very important too, guys, to specify the tabs names, because it's important for the formula. Because we are going to connect one tab with another, ChatGPT needs to know the names of those tabs. And the first tab refers to the first photo, right? So this is exactly what I'm going to tell ChatGPT, sales. If you prefer, you have a large name, you can right click on the tab, go to rename, right click or Control C to copy the name. Okay, now we can press escape, go back to ChatGPT, and then image 1 or photo 1, doesn't matter, right? Image 1 equals open quotations, sales, close quotations, tab. And then how can I break lines in ChatGPT, break rows? What I'd like to do is I can use Shift with Enter, Shift Enter. Yes. Second image, image 2 equals something, right? Something tab, right? I don't know the name, so let's go back to Excel. Take here the second tab, right click, rename, copy this information, go back to ChatGPT, and within the quotations, we can paste it. Okay, like that. Break a couple more rows right here, but we're still missing some important information. That is what ChatGPT is going to do for us. Let's pretend, okay, guys, I don't know the formula, I don't know the functions of Excel, so I don't know exactly what ChatGPT is going to return here. What I'm going to tell ChatGPT is, I need to return from, based on the products, from the first image. I'm using Excel first, okay? I'm using Excel, I need to tell ChatGPT because let's say I'm using Google Sheets, for example. Maybe the formula can vary, right? I'm using Excel. The first thing, it's important to tell the application, the software you are using. I'm using Excel, and from the product's name, I want to return their costs, for example. So this is exactly what I'm going to write right here. From the products, I need you to create an Excel. Okay, so here I just say that I'm using Excel, right? I need you to create an Excel formula to do the costs for each product. Okay, let me send this prompt. I know it's very simple, maybe with a broken English, but doesn't matter, right? Because ChatGPT is very intelligent and it's going to understand what I'm looking for. Another thing it's important to tell you guys while ChatGPT thinks about the answer, you don't need to pay ChatGPT to have those results. Right now, I'm using the paid version, but you don't need to. You can use the free version, right? Because before I was a paid subscriber, let's say, of ChatGPT, I was using actually the free version. But remember, I use every day ChatGPT, so this is why I pay, because I have more access, more answers. Just because of that, I have more volume to talk with GPT, right? So if you don't need that much volume, you don't need to pay. That's simple, right? So ChatGPT return here two formulas. The first one maybe is a simpler version, more compact, and the second one is something more elaborate. Let's use first the first one, VLOOKUP. Basically, it's using the cell D2, the information that we have right there, the products and categories tab. This is why it was very important to give ChatGPT the names of the tabs, and then the range of this tab, the column that it needs to return, and the argument false or exactly match, right? Okay, so let's see where we need to insert this formula. ChatGPT doesn't look like they tell us where exactly I need to insert this formula. So I maybe can ask ChatGPT, hey Chat, where should I place this formula? But okay, to not prolongate, let's say, that much the video, I'm going straight to this first formula, and of course I know where to place the formula, so I don't need to ask. Okay, I copy using this little icon right here. Just click on it, copy the formula. Let me go to the previous tab, sales, and in the column to the right, using the second row, not the first, right? Because the first I have headers, not products. So my data starts, my information starts in the second row. Let me go to the second row right here, double click, 1, 2, and then right click, I can paste what I've copied. Okay, let me hit enter. 121.24. I don't know if it's correct, but we can check. The first product is speaker. Let me go to products and categories. Let me see speaker right here. Oh, we have a speaker just right here. 121, 24. Yes, it's perfect, guys. So basically, ChatGPT gave me a working formula, and it's very good. So I can label this column as unit cost, enter. Let me increase the column width quite a bit. Okay, I think this length is very good. And if I click, hold, and drag down the formula, I can copy this formula for all the rows that I have throughout the entire data set. Click, hold, and drag, or double click in this small square that is actually the fill handle. 1, 2, okay, that's it. And we are actually done. So now I have the unit cost. Another interesting thing ChatGPT gave me here is a formula that automatically calculates the total cost. Basically, we take a look in the formula, it's basically the same as before. No, it's not the same as before because ChatGPT changed the formula. It was using VLOOKUP, now it's using XLOOKUP. Is this a problem? I don't think so. Unless you are using an older version of Excel, let's say 2010. Maybe you don't have XLOOKUP, but if you have, you can go for it. The only difference is ChatGPT adds a multiplication in the first portion of the formula, E2. And I think E2 is exactly the cell where we have the quantity. Yeah, that's it. But right now, let's say we're done with this first part of the problem. The second one is how can I calculate the gross profit? And of course, the gross profit is something very easy, right? We just need to subtract the unit price from the unit cost. Very simple. One minus another one. But let's pretend we don't know how to do those formulas. We can ask ChatGPT. Okay, it worked. Now I need to calculate the gross profit. Give me the formula. Enter, that's it. I think ChatGPT is going to answer within seconds. Okay, he's reading the photo. Yeah, that's it. Here we have the formula. Okay, I don't know, it looks weird, but we can try, right? Let me copy this formula right here. Go back to Excel in a blank column, maybe column K, double click on the second cell, Ctrl V. No, it's wrong, guys. Look at that. It's using the payment method. It makes no sense, right? It's using also the total amount. So yeah, ChatGPT messed up quite a bit. I think because we increase one column right here. Maybe if instead of using the unit cost, let me get rid of this formula and paste the last one. No, yeah, it's not working properly. So I think ChatGPT messed up something. Maybe because it gave us two formulas. So maybe he's thinking I use the second formula, right? And it can change quite a bit. But let's do something again. Let me take another screenshot right here from all the columns and a couple of rows. Okay, let me send to ChatGPT. And I'm gonna tell ChatGPT your formula did not work. Give me the formula to calculate the gross profit. Okay, I made a typo here, but I'm gonna leave it away because, as I said, ChatGPT is very smart. And let's see here what ChatGPT is going to return. You're right. Your unit cost is in column J for sure. Yes, it was in column J the whole time, right? Let me copy this first formula right now, the updated version. Let's go back to Excel and put that in the first row of your new gross profit column, like K2. Okay, perfectly. Likely K2. Double click on the cell, paste it. Now it's working, guys. It's smart. ChatGPT, as I said, is very smart. It's using the total amount instead of unit price times the unit sold. So unit amount, this value minus the multiplication between unit cost and unit sold. Very, very intelligent solution. Enter. Okay, so now we have the gross profit. Enter. I can double click on the square handle, 1, 2, to make the formula through the whole data set, and we done here, guys. And we also have a negative values. A negative value is the right. We can check. Let's see. The unit price is $17, but the unit cost is 25. Yeah, it's a negative value, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how do you use ChatGPT on a daily basis to help you create formulas. And if you like this type of video using combining Excel with ChatGPT, Excel coupled with AI tools, let me know in the comments because I can bring more content about this subject. Like the video that I did maybe Wednesday, where I teach how to do dashboards using ChatGPT, and you have a like PDF file to open up a dashboard based on a data set of Excel. So if you guys like this type of content, let me know in the comments so I can bring more content based on this subject, right? I see you guys in the next one.